Hello, Claudia Rickard here. Now, I realise that I have sent out an email and I've asked people to download their fun-free drugs. Now, I understand that this has caused some controversy. Well, whoever knows me knows that I do not mean drugs, recreational drugs, prescribed drugs. What I mean is our own pharmacy. We all have our very own drugs up here in our heads. We have endorphins, we have oxytocin, we have serotonin, we have melatonin, we have dopamine. We have our very own drugs up here. And what I was asking you to do is to download a list of these happy hormones so that you can understand how to actually use them for yourself. Now, this is interesting because that was all I was wanting to do, was to say, here you go, this is what you can use. Now, because it's become controversial, because I used the word drugs, actually, I'm now going to use this for good, because that word drugs is not going away. It is here to stay for good, unfortunately, okay? So it's here. And what I would like everybody to do, if you have children, if you don't have children, is to educate, is to empower and elevate our children to understand how to use their own pharmacy, their own drugs. They understand that word drugs, they know to fear it. Let's give them the empowerment that they need when they go to school. And if they're in the changing rooms, if they're in the bathrooms, wherever it may be, where they may get waylaid and somebody is offering them drugs or pushing them into it, they can actually now have an answer. And they can say, no thanks, I've got my own. I've got my own dopamine. I've got my own oxytocin. They can say whatever they want because those names sound like drugs, don't they? Serotonin, dopamine, dope. So yes, let's empower our children to have the answers that they can say in these situations, so that when they are feeling trapped by these other people who are pushing drugs onto them, they can have an answer. And if that person who's pushing drugs onto them say, well, give me some, I want some of that, they can actually say, you have to come and meet me on the soccer field. You have to meet me on the football pitch, or I'll give it to you in the music room or in the drama room. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? I wish I'd known this for my children, because believe me, I do not like drugs. And so when I get these suggestions that I could actually be advocating drugs, no, please. My car crash was caused by a man who was on drugs. I had a head-on collision with him, or he had a head-on collision with me. And I've written about it in my free e-guide, which is on my website. My two sons, they've both been enveloped by drugs. I hate drugs. I've had very good friends who have lost their children to drugs. And I can only imagine that, yes, it may trigger them. However, I know that they know that I'm doing this for good, that it is to empower our children. So yes, let's educate, empower and elevate our children so that they can go to school safely and securely with the knowledge that they can escape if they need to, because they have the answers of how to get out of that situation. I hope that helps. I've only ever had the best of intentions, ever. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will put the lead magnet in the comments so that you can actually receive one of these emails and you can see for yourself. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and I will no doubt see you again soon. Bye.